This is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wanna see it in your eyes. Feel the magic.
felt before. Some kind of chemical that reaches through my core. Feels like as far as you and me, I've never had a choice. You feel like home. You're like the opposite of all of my mistakes. Tear down the biggest walls and put me in my place. I know that kind of comfortable you cannot replicate. You feel like home. So if you're asking me, say, oh, how do you know? I don't just feel it in my heart. Don't just feel it in my heart. No, I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. And I know when it cuts deep down through your chest into your soul, that's how you know. That's how I know. I feel it in my bones. And I know when it cuts deep down through your chest into your soul, that's how you know. That's how I know. I feel it in my bones. So many people just walk in and out your life. I'd trade a couple hundred just to get some time back, that's right. Cause for you and me, I got no alibi. You feel like home. Oh, so if you're asking me, saying, oh, how do you know? I don't just feel it in my heart. Don't just feel it in my heart. No, I feel it in my bones. Just into your soul, that's how you know. That's how I know. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. Oh, that's how you know. That's how I know. So if you're asking me, say, boy, how do you know? I don't just feel it in my heart. Don't just feel it in my heart. No, I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. Yeah, and I know when it cuts deep down through your chest into your soul, that's how you know. That's how I know. I feel it in my bones. You know
it's love, but to me it's looking counterfeit. I get done with one and move right on to another bitch. Yeah. College educated, she graduated. Any bill she can't front, her parents paid it. The show was far, you the only one with a car out your girlfriends. But being that she's a big fan, of course she made it. Most girls wanna hide the fact that the thrill they chasing, but you just wanna get drunk tonight and fuck someone famous. So I just name a time and a place, and you're game for it. Value player, hotel room, meet you there.
Walking on a dream. How can I explain? Talking to myself.
Just traveling the world.
Will I see you again?
Trying different drugs and girls. Yeah.
We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. All along we are calling out and out again. Never looking down, I'm just an aura of what's in front of me.
Addicted to champagne. Fuck the room, we buy the whole way. Bitches, I Taylor gang that. They just wanna know where the plane's at. Yeah. Wake up drunk, go to sleep fucked up. We both amazed at what we just done. Mixing drinks, knowing we'll regret this. Ain't been asleep yet, room service bringing us breakfast. All this money, darling, what else is left to do? But smoke and enjoy my presidential view. Got a swimming pool in my living room. On stage interviews, tons of sour, let's consume.
We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it.
Okay.
All along we are calling out and out again. Never looking down, I'm just an aura of what's in front of me.
Addicted to champagne. Fuck the room, we buy the whole way. Bitches, I Taylor gang that. They just wanna know where the plane's out. Addicted to champagne. Fuck the room, we buy the whole way. Bitches, I Taylor gang that. They just wanna know where the plane's at. Yeah, that's what it is.